Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have an away game in the league against Bolton. But first, we have possibly the biggest game in our season. We are at Wembley against Everton in the Capital One Cup final. There's a number of players that have been struggling for fitness recently due to little niggling injuries. Strelick and Doyle are fit to play around 75 minutes today, so they will come back into the side. Unfortunately, Kevin Meikle is out injured at the moment, and we're really struggling to find an out-and-out striker in the squad due to his absence, and Abaya is injured as well. So we've got a lot of work to do here if we want to have a chance of winning this tie. But fingers crossed we can do well. It's been a great cup run. We've had some fantastic results along the way, and the fact that we've made it to the final, I think, is remarkable in itself. Gazayev and Eisner and Levesque are all suspended. Davies is cup tied. Abaya and Meikle are injured, as you can see. So we're missing three big defenders for the squad. But hopefully, like I say, we can do well enough and get a good result. Spedicato, as well as Doyle and Strelick, is another one who struggled for fitness, just coming back from injury, but they're going to have to play 75, maybe 90 minutes even. We've got Mourinho in goal with Spedicato, Branthwaite, Silva and Herworth at the back. Navarro, Aronson and Doyle in the midfield with Illing, Strelick and Polidoro as the front three. Polidoro is probably the best option we've got at the moment. He is the strongest finisher of the three, despite not being in the best of form. But he's hoping he can bring on the style in this game against Everton. They are playing a straight 4-4-2, and we have done well against that in the past. But their two strikers are Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Liam Delap. They're very physical strikers, and Calvert-Lewin is playing as a target man as well, so we're going to have to be on point. Last time out, by the looks of things, they actually got beat by Everton Brentford before we were in charge, of course, but we'll see how we get on. So we're off and running here in this cup final as Godfrey finds Costello Jr. back to Ugerchan. Delivers the kick forward. Liam Delap tried to get onto it. It was well controlled between Silva and Herworth, and Branthwaite, who we signed from Everton, of course, managed to pick it up. And here is Illing on this left-hand side, cuts into the penalty area, and Sam Illing has scored here 4 minutes in, and we have a 1-0 lead here in the cup final. You have to bear in mind, yes, we've beaten City and United, but we're a championship club at the moment, remember. We are a league below all these teams, and we've had really good results on the way to this final. One last hurdle, can we do it? Free kick here to be taken by Baturina of Everton. He looks to swing it in, and that is a brilliant effort. It's only just over and wide, and Everton with a big chance there. Possession-wise, we're looking very strong, in fact, nearly at 70% possession at the moment, and we're creating opportunities. Herworth into Navarro, back into Herworth, swings it to the far post. Illing finds Spedicato on the edge of the penalty area, and the left-back couldn't keep his shot on target. It's just over the crossbar. Very even game in the opening half an hour in relation to chances. Everton just edging it in the number of attempts overall, but with the amount of possession we've had, we are looking quite good at the moment. They're just starting to build their game a little bit more here, Everton. Getting a few more attempts in a goal. They've had double the amount of attempts that we have now. But we are just about holding on to our 1-goal lead. They're getting more and more chances, Everton. We're going to have to wake up a little bit in the second half, I feel. But we continue to hold that 1-goal lead. And we'll just put that one in there. Just try and gee the boys up a little bit, try and show the fans what we're made of in this second half. And we have started the second half well by creating an opportunity. No highlights will suit me nicely though, if we can keep things as they are. We had the early highlight where we got the goal. No more highlights will be fine, as long as we can bring this trophy home. Here's Aronson. Polidoro did chase it, but the pass just curved away from him slightly. And as we hit the hour mark, Ugerchan delivers forward looking for Liam Delap. And Delap is in behind Roger Silva. And Liam Delap, that's a good, comfortable save for Mourinho. Really solid goalkeeping from him. Strelick and Illing are starting to struggle for fitness here. Tommy Doyle and Spedicato, incidentally, in terms of fitness, were due for 75 minutes. They're doing very well. They're getting to that point now where they are going to be struggling, and I think we are going to have to make some changes. The players are really struggling for fitness here. This cup run's been great for confidence, don't get me wrong, but it has been a struggle, and unfortunately we're running out of players that we can play out wide as well. Vipond is currently injured as well, so we've got no strikers available. Let me see. Aronson can go out wide. We'll bring Jan Muller into central midfield. Navarro is struggling. Kesgin can come on in there. Herworth is struggling as well, so Collenborg is going to come on for him. Illing's on a yellow card, but we really don't have another option. I mean, Vipond's fit enough to be on the bench, but even so, I think we'll switch those two around, and he's going to be out of position, but Dauda Lele is going to go up front. It's the best option we've got in relation to the fitness of the side. He's got good technique, Dauda Lele, and we haven't given him a fair opportunity, but hopefully he can just hold his own and be a nuisance to some of them defenders at Everton. They've had so many more chances than we have. 9 shots on target. We've only had the 2. Can we hold on? 90th minute. We're into injury time. What a phenomenal result that is. Everton absolutely battered us there. But we have a 1-0 win here at Wembley. We have won our first trophy at Brentford. And I'll be honest, in the Championship, I didn't expect to do well in the cup competitions. The FA Cup has certainly proven that. But that is a phenomenal achievement from the side. We've beaten Everton by a goal to nil. We've won the Carabao Cup. And to be quite honest, after beating City and Everton and City and Man United 4-0, it seemed a bit of an anticlimax. I can't believe we've won the cup. And in doing so, I think that means we're actually in a qualifier for a European competition next season, if I remember rightly. And considering we're in the Championship, again, that is a phenomenal achievement. So when we get promoted to the Premier League, we'll be back into European football. And obviously, with the Premier League finances to back us as well, hopefully, we'll be in a position to be competitive and really add some top-class talent to the side. That is a phenomenal achievement. And I'll just check, just to see, with us winning that. Yes, so we've actually qualified for the Conference League because we've won the Carabao Cup. What a moment that is. So our first season back in the Premier League, assuming we get promoted, of course. I know we're doing really well. I'm not taking it for granted. We're going to be in Europe. What a phenomenal achievement that is. 1-0 win over Everton. Our first trophy at the club in our first season as well. We're 2/3 of the way through our first season here. Really good stuff. And you can see the kind of names that were amongst. United, Arsenal, City, Chelsea are the previous winners of the trophy in recent years. And then Brentford. Really, really top stuff from the side. There it is. Europa Conference League next season. And to be honest, with the squad that we've got, I think we could be competitive in the Conference League. Yes, we'll end up adding players for sure, but I think we could be competitive in that. So that will be a very good tournament to be in. We've actually got Bolton away in, I think it's about 5 days' time. Yes, it is 5 days' time. So we'll just get through those days off camera, and hopefully we can round off this brilliant cup result and our first trophy of the campaign with a good, solid league win in this episode. Well, following our brilliant result in the club, we go to an away game against Bolton. Now, Bolton currently sat in 22nd place, struggling to get any kind of form together to stop themselves from getting relegated. Our rivals Forest and Southampton and Derby are all struggling to pick results up at the minute, and as such we still remain 15 points clear of Forest and Southampton at the moment. Derby have got a tough game at home against Norwich, who are one of the chasing pack. In fact, if they beat Derby, they could be in with a chance of automatic promotion. They're not a million miles away at the moment. Forest actually play against Southampton, so that's another really big game. Best result from our point of view is if they all three of those teams draw, and of course if we win. But we go into this game, we are rotating a little bit once again. Abaya's still injured, Mikkel is still quite badly injured unfortunately. So at the back we're a little bit more at full strength, but going forward we are having to rotate again a little bit. We've got Mourinho in goal, Spedicato, Levesque, Eisner and Davis at the back, Doyle, Navarro and Muller in midfield with Illing, Strelic and Polidoro. Again, that starting front three as it was for the cup final. Personally, I can't believe how well we've done so far in this league campaign. We've sat 15 points clear. We've got, after today's game against Bolton, we've got 10 league games to go as well, and we're heading for a league title, which would be absolutely fantastic stuff. And to have a league and cup double, obviously having won the Carabao Cup as well, it has been a great first season. It's a brand new squad practically as well, as we've mentioned before, and I think it's just been such a solid season. The young players have come in, they've started to work well together from the word go, and we find ourselves in a really good position. Lloyd here with an early free kick here for Bolton. Looks to whip it across into Mbet. Levesque clears only as far as Morley, who charges into the penalty area, but Mourinho with a comfortable save. He tried to play it across, didn't really work out for them, and it remains goalless after the opening 10 minutes here. Derby have actually taken the lead against Norwich. Southampton and Forest remain 0-0 at the moment. 20 minutes gone, no attempts on target, and of course we're missing both of our main centre forwards. Vipond is back on the bench. He is pretty much fully fit, so he could feature today, but Polidoro is getting his opportunities, but he needs to really get himself on the score sheet just to give himself a better chance of securing himself a permanent spot in the side. Doyle here with the corner. Yao Resende with the clearance. Here's Muller into Doyle. Space for him to pick a pass, and he finds Strelic, who plays it to the edge of the penalty area for Navarro, who tried to strike it first time. It was well blocked, and Spedicato with a strike from distance over the crossbar. And we finally had a shot on target, but not the best of performances so far. We're against the side languishing at the bottom of the table at the moment. They're not playing well, so we should really be doing better than we are. And I'm not happy with the fact that we're not hitting the target a lot. We're doing well in possession and we are creating opportunities, but we've got to be better than this. Tommy Doyle here with a free kick. He'll look to whip it into the near post here, and there it is, and it's just over the crossbar. Very, very good effort, but not today for him. And again, front three not playing well at all. We are probably going to have to make some changes there. Tommy Doyle with a free kick, plays it down the line. Illing picks it up. Chance for him to get the ball in, plays it back to Tommy Doyle in space. Now Muller into Levesque. Plays it over to Eisner. Holds on to it and plays it back to Davis. Now Illing into the penalty area, plays it across. Strelic just about keeps the move on the go, but still no clear-cut chance has presented itself. And Strelic has now lost out to Batty, and now Yarosende looking to break forward. And Bet into Thomason. Knocks it over the top for Yarosende, who's in behind here, and Yarosende has scored. It's a very, very good goal from Bolton's perspective. Shocking football from ours, and we're going to demand more here, because this is very, very poor. We shouldn't be losing to a side of Bolton's stature right now, considering the form that we're in. Aronson, Prieto and Vipond are going to come on. Eisner's on a yellow card. We're going to take him off for Gaziev. And I think, in midfield we've been terrible as well. Kesgin's going to come on. We're going to switch him and Tommy Doyle around as well. All 5 subs being made. We've demanded more from the side, because this is very, very unforgivable. We did struggle last time we played Bolton, if I remember correctly as well. But this is something that we need to rectify. But we did this to Everton in the cup final, and obviously we won a trophy out of it, but They battered us, but we managed to get the 1-0 win. We're battering Bolton, but without the shots on target, we're not getting anywhere. Doyle strike from the free kick over and wide. Still remains 1-0, and I've got a very strong feeling we're not going to get any goals here today. It's not been a good performance, and after our brilliant cup final result, it looks like we're going to finish the episode with a very poor league game here. Cabango with the free kick into Thomason. Spence loses out. Navarro picks it up into Vipon. Chance for Vipond, and again, shocking strike. We've got to be hitting the target. He's a better finisher than that Vipond. He's had a lot of injury concerns this season, and he's been really unable to play more than anything else. We're going to demand more again, and personally, I think we're set for a defeat here. Our first defeat in quite some time in the league, as Levesque finds Mourinho. Looks to knock it forward. Cabango wins it and finds Poveda. Again, looking over the top, Levesque clears. Azak Kesgin, Prieto, Navarro. Such a poor pass from Navarro as well there. Lloyd into Cabango. We need to wake up here. Here's Kesgin. Finally, we managed to get the second ball, and Vipon's been played in here by Tommy Doyle. He's having to take it out wide, but he's managed to keep hold of the ball. Spedicato, do not shoot. Kesgin into Tommy Doyle. That's a lovely strike from Tommy Doyle. He's pretty much rescued us a point there. 30 odd yards out, fires it into the bottom corner. And in the grand scheme of things, we deserve to win the game. But considering we've been a goal down for so long and we've just about scraped our way back into it, we'll have to take the draw. As disappointing as the result is, we'll have to take it. Tommy Doyle with a very late thunderbolt. 2 savers in that game. But we are certainly missing Mikel. We're certainly missing a buyer at the moment. And we need to find a way of balancing out that front three a little bit more. But Navarro, I didn't think played very well at all either. Forest managed to beat Southampton, and Derby, I think, yes they did. Derby managed to beat Norwich as well. So Derby and Forest closed the gap a little bit, but we are still 13 points clear. 10 games to go. I can't imagine us having too many issues, to be quite honest. I think if we win our next couple of games, we are confirmed a playoff place, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'll have a look at the schedule momentarily and we'll see what we've got left to get through. I think what we'll probably do is we'll get through Stoke, Swansea and Middlesbrough off camera. We'll come back for QPR and Coventry. We may... How I want to do it is come back for the 2 games in April and then the last 2 games of the season, but we may have won the league title by then, so those last 2 games might be a bit superfluous, but we'll see what happens. We've got these 3 tough games against Stoke, Swansea and Middlesbrough. We'll definitely come back for QPR and Coventry next, and we'll just see where we are after that. So until next time guys, thank you very much for all your support. Please like and subscribe to the channel, it is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time, and this is Big Will signing away.